Introduction. The best financial empowerment you need is not money. It's knowledge. The most dangerous lie in personal finance, the one that keeps millions trapped in a cycle of scarcity, is this: if I just had more money, everything would be okay. It's a lie we whisper to ourselves in frustration, a lullaby we sing to our anxiety at 2 a.m. If only I had an extra 500,000. If only I got that promotion. If only I could land one big client. And while these thoughts feel true, they are not the truth. Because here's the reality. Money doesn't solve money problems. Not by itself. Giving money to someone who is not mentally, emotionally, and strategically prepared for it is like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. It might look full for a moment, but it will leak out just as quickly. The real solution is not to find more water, it's to fix the bucket. This book is about fixing the bucket. It's about the mindset, the systems, and the strategies that separate those who merely earn money from those who multiply it. It's about the difference between financial survival and financial sovereignty. It's about the transformation that happens when you stop being a pawn in the financial game and start playing like a master. We live in a world obsessed with money, yet deeply ignorant about how it works. We chase it, worship it, fear it, and misunderstand it. We measure success by how much of it someone has, yet we rarely ask how they got it, or whether they can keep it. The truth is, money is not the goal. Empowerment is. Financial empowerment is not about having more, it's about becoming more. It's about developing the mindset, habits, and knowledge that allow you to create, manage, and multiply wealth in any environment. It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle abundance without being destroyed by it. We've been conditioned to think that wealth is about luck, inheritance, or connections. But the truth is, wealth is a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. This is not a get-rich-quick book. If you're looking for a magic formula or a shortcut to riches, this is not the book for you. There are no lottery tickets here. No crypto hype. No one weird trick to make millions overnight. What you'll find instead is something far more valuable, a blueprint for transformation. This book is a mirror. It will show you the beliefs, habits, and patterns that have shaped your financial life so far. And it will give you the tools to change them. It is also a map. It will guide you through the terrain of financial literacy, from the basics of budgeting to the complexities of investing. And finally, it is a weapon. In a world where financial ignorance is exploited daily, by marketers, lenders, and even governments, knowledge is your best defense. The revolution begins between your ears. Forget everything you think you know about getting rich. The revolution doesn't begin in your pocket. It begins in your mind.
Chapter 1. Dealing with wrong mindset about money. Financial success is less about the amount you earn and more about the mindset you cultivate. Your beliefs about money dictate your financial behavior and, ultimately, your results. To escape financial struggle, you must dismantle flawed mental frameworks and adopt a wealth-oriented perspective. Here are the critical mentality shifts required for financial freedom. From scarcity to abundance. The most fundamental error is operating from a scarcity mindset. This is the belief that resources, opportunities, and money are limited. It fosters fear, short-term thinking, and a hoarding instinct. You become afraid to spend, afraid to invest, and focused on not losing what you have. The abundance mindset, in contrast, is the belief that value can be created and that opportunities are plentiful. This mindset encourages you to see possibilities, invest in growth, and focus on expanding your resources rather than just protecting them. You stop asking, "Can I afford it?" and start asking, "How can I afford it?" From consumer to owner or producer, a consumer mindset sees money as a tool for one thing: spending. Income arrives, and it's immediately allocated to bills, lifestyle, and depreciating items, new cars, electronics, clothes. This path keeps you on a treadmill. As your income grows, so does your spending. An owner mindset sees money as a tool for acquiring assets. An asset is something that generates more money. Instead of buying the latest phone, an owner buys a share of the company that makes the phone. The goal isn't just to earn money, but to make your money earn money for you. This is the only way to break the direct link between your time and your income. The fundamental equation becomes your focus. Assets liabilities equals net worth. A consumer focuses on acquiring liabilities, while an owner focuses on acquiring assets. From trading time for money to building scalable systems, the traditional path to income is a linear trade. You give an hour of your time for a fixed amount of money. This is inherently capped. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can't get wealthy this way. You can only get by. Financial freedom requires building scalable income streams. This means creating systems, a business, a brand, an investment portfolio, intellectual property that can generate revenue independent of your direct hour-by-hour involvement. Your goal is to decouple your income from your time, from fearing risk to managing it. A poor mentality sees all risk as bad and to be avoided. This leads to financial paralysis, where money sits in low-yield savings accounts, constantly losing value to inflation. A wealthy mentality understands that growth is impossible without calculated risk. It's not about reckless gambling. It's about educating yourself to understand the potential upside and downside of an investment and making an informed decision.
Chapter 2. Dealing with wrong attitude towards money. Wrong attitude towards money. I call this the invisible chains that keep one poor. Before a single naira ever touches your hand, a decision has been made about its fate. Before you swipe look, a verdict has been passed. This decision, this verdict, isn't conscious. It's a reflex, an echo of a belief buried so deep you don't even know it's there. This is your attitude towards money. It is the invisible architect of your financial life. It is the soil in which the seeds of your effort will either flourish into a forest of wealth or wither and die on the vine. In the introduction, we met Aid, who was given a gift of 10 million Nigerian nairas and lost it all. Why? Because the money landed in toxic soil. His attitudes towards money guaranteed its destruction before he even spent the first kobo. Most people think their financial problems are external, a bad economy, a low salary, unexpected expenses. But the real problem is the internal landscape, the toxic soil. Let's be brutally honest and expose the foremost poisonous attitudes that create this landscape, keeping good, hardworking people in a state of permanent struggle. Attitude 1. The saint's excuse. Money is evil. You've heard it before, maybe even said it yourself. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. I'd rather be happy and poor than rich and miserable. This attitude sounds noble. It sounds righteous. In reality, it is the most sophisticated form of self-sabotage. If you subconsciously believe that wealth is morally corrupt, why on earth would your brain allow you to build any? Every time you get close to a financial breakthrough, you will find a way to undermine it. You'll make a bad investment, lend money you know you'll never see again, or splurge on something frivolous to bring your account balance back down to a morally comfortable level. Let me tell you about a woman. I'll call Sister Funk. She was a brilliant manager at a top firm in Lagos, known for her integrity and hard work. She finally got the promotion she deserved, which came with a significant pay rise. For the first time, after paying her bills, she had a large surplus, and it made her deeply uncomfortable. Suddenly, every distant cousin with a sob story found her number. She funded a lavish wedding for a relative she barely knew. She started picking up the tab for everyone, every time. Within 6 months, she was just as broke at the end of the month as she was before the promotion, complaining that her new responsibilities just came with new black tax. Funk didn't have a spending problem. She had a belief problem. She believed good people don't hoard cash, so her brain manufactured ways to get rid of it. The shift: money is not good or evil. Money is an amplifier. It makes a generous person more generous, a creative person more creative, and a greedy person more greedy. Attitude 2. The Abuja big man. You must look the part. Now we come to a poison that runs deep in our culture. It's the belief that you must perform wealth. Your success isn't real until it's visible to others. It's the brand new G-Wagon bought on a high-interest loan, parked outside a rented apartment. It's the 500,000 Nigerian nairas ASO EBI for a wedding you can't afford. It's the table filled with champagne bottles at a club in Maitama, paid for with next month's salary. This is the disease of looking rich instead of being rich. Think of Chief Bisi. Everyone knows Chief Bisi. He arrives at events with flair, his traditional wear is always immaculate, and his donations are announced with a flourish. He is a big man. But let me tell you what people don't see. They don't see the frantic calls to his bank manager to extend his credit line. They don't see the properties he sold at a loss to cover a debt. They don't see the panic in his eyes when he's alone, trapped in a prison of expectations he built himself. Chief Beastie isn't building wealth. He's incinerating it on the altar of public opinion. He is funding his lifestyle with his future. The shift: stop focusing on your net look and start obsessing over your net worth. True wealth is quiet. It's the assets you own, not the liabilities you flaunt. It's the freedom to say no to social pressure. The goal is to be wealthy, not to look wealthy. There is a profound power in stealth wealth that loud poverty can never understand. Attitude 3. The salaried prisoner. My job is my life. This attitude is a subtle one. It's the belief that your salary is the beginning and the end of your financial story. You work for your employer from 9 to 5, and your fate is in their hands. You wait for a promotion, you hope for a bonus, and you complain when the cost of living outpaces your annual raise. This is the mindset of a passenger. You are letting someone else drive your financial life. The shift: your salary is not the harvest. It is the seed capital. It is the starting point. It is the fuel you use to build your own engine of wealth. The moment you receive your paycheck, the question should not be, what can I buy? But what can I build? Can a portion of it fund a small side business? Can it be invested in a course to learn a high-income skill? Can it be used to buy an asset, no matter how small? Your job can provide security, and that is valuable. But your financial empowerment begins the moment you realize that you are the CEO of your own life, and your employer is just your first client. Your attitudes are the invisible currents that pull you towards poverty or prosperity. You cannot swim against them. You must change their direction. In the next chapter, we will start building the tools to do just that. But for now, I want you to do one thing. Look in the mirror and ask, which of these chains are around my own ankles?
Chapter 3. The true identity of money. Money, we chase it, we covet it. We sometimes even fear it. For many, it's the root of all evil, or the key to all happiness. But what if all those ideas are just a disguise, a mask that we've placed on something much more fundamental? To truly be financially empowered, we must first understand the true identity of money. And here's the surprising truth. Money is not the goal, it's a tool. Think of it like this. A carpenter doesn't spend his day admiring his hammer. He doesn't wake up in the morning and say, I can't wait to hold my beautiful hammer. The hammer's purpose is to build things: a house, a chair, a bookshelf. Money is the same. Its value isn't in its existence, but in what it allows you to build. Money as a reward for value. This is the most critical concept you will ever grasp about money in your journey to wealth creation and financial freedom. You must understand that money is simply the reward you get for solving a problem, meeting a need, or offering value. This perspective shift is monumental. It moves you from a passive receiver of money to an active creator of it. You are no longer waiting for a paycheck. You're actively seeking out opportunities to add value to the world. Shifting your focus. Your focus should never be on the money itself. Instead, it should be on how you can add immense value to others. Ask yourself, what problems can I solve? What needs can I meet? What value can I offer that makes someone else's life easier, better, or happier? When you shift your mindset from, how can I get rich, to how can I be more valuable, you will find that money flows to you naturally. It's a fundamental law of wealth creation. The amount of money you earn is a mirror reflecting the amount of value you provide to the world. So, let's stop treating money as a goal and start seeing it for what it truly is, a powerful and necessary tool, and a direct reward for the problems you solve.
Chapter 4. Where Money Hides. In the last chapter, we established that money is a reward for providing value. Now, the natural question is, where do I find that value to provide? The answer is simple yet profound. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, it's hidden in plain sight. It's like a scavenger hunt, and the clues are all around you. The secret to financial empowerment is knowing where to look. Let's uncover the most common hiding spots. Money hides in problems. This is the richest hiding spot of all. Every time someone says, I wish there was a better way to do this, or this is so frustrating, they are pointing to a hidden treasure of money. Problems are opportunities in disguise. The more significant the problem you solve for someone, the more value you create, and the more money you can earn. Think of Uber. The problem was the difficulty of getting a cab. The solution? A seamless app that connected riders with drivers. Uber didn't invent cars. It solved a problem. The same goes for Airbnb. which solve the problem of finding affordable and unique accommodations. Don't run from problems, run toward them. Money hides in people, products, and services. These three are interconnected. Money doesn't just exist, it moves between people. It changes hands when a person with a need encounters another person who offers a product or service to meet that need. People. Money hides in people because they are the ones with needs and problems. Networking, building relationships, and understanding what people truly want are crucial skills. Products. A product is a tangible solution to a problem. Think of the iPhone. It solved the problem of needing multiple devices by combining a phone, music player, and camera into one elegant device. Services. A service is an intangible solution. A plumber provides a service to fix a leaky pipe. A consultant provides a service to help a business improve its strategy. Money hides in ideas and information. An idea is the seed from which a product or service grows. But a raw idea is not enough. It's the information that turns an idea into a valuable solution. Any information that solves a problem is money in disguise. Imagine you're a student struggling with a difficult subject. A friend gives you a simple study hack that completely changes your approach and helps you ace your exams. That piece of information was incredibly valuable to you. That's why online courses, books, and consulting are billion-dollar industries. They sell valuable information that solves a problem. And money hides in talent, gift, knowledge, and skill. Your unique abilities are not just hobbies. They are potential gold mines. Talent, gift. This is something you're naturally good at. For example, a natural talent for public speaking or writing. Knowledge. This is information you've acquired through learning. It could be formal education or self-study. Skill. This is the practical application of your knowledge and talent. Chapter 5. How to make money. Now that we understand what money is, a tool, and where it hides, in problems and value, the natural next step is to learn the practical strategies for how to make it. This isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about building a sustainable system for creating value that others are willing to pay for. Money, in its most fundamental form, is an exchange. The key to making money is to have something valuable to offer in that exchange. 1. Creating products, digital and physical. A product is a tangible or intangible solution that you can sell repeatedly. It's a powerful way to make money because you create the value once, and you can sell it many times over. Physical products. This is the most traditional form of product creation. A woman named Aisha, a gifted baker from Kano, saw a problem. Many people wanted traditional, healthy snacks but couldn't find them in modern grocery stores. She started making kuli kuli and chin chin with a unique, healthy twist, packaging them attractively, and selling them to local vendors and online. The money wasn't just in the delicious taste. It was in the branded, convenient solution she offered to a specific market. Digital products. These have a low cost of replication and can reach a global audience. Think of ebooks, online courses, software, or digital art. Tunde, a graphic designer in Lagos, noticed that many small business owners couldn't afford professional branding. He created a digital product, a brand kit with templates for logos, social media posts, and business cards, and sold it online for a fraction of the price of a full-time designer. He solved a problem for thousands of small businesses, and in return, he built a significant stream of income. 2. Rendering good and quality services. A service is a skill-based solution you provide to solve a problem for a client. The quality of your service is what separates you from the competition. You must ensure you provide a good and quality services. Let's look at the story of Chinedu. Chinedu was an excellent plumber. He had a reputation for not only fixing pipes but also for being punctual, clean, and honest about his pricing. His competitors were often late, messy, and sometimes overcharged. Chinedu built a loyal customer base not just because he could fix a leak, but because he offered a superior experience. People were willing to pay a premium for his reliability and professionalism. He didn't just render a service. He rendered a quality service. 3. Offering value through your assets. Your greatest assets for making money are often within you. They are your skills, gifts, talents, and knowledge. The key is to package these assets into products or services that solve problems. The use of skill. A skill is a practical ability you have developed. This could be anything from coding to public speaking. Bola, a gifted public speaker, noticed many young entrepreneurs in her city struggled to pitch their ideas effectively. She started a workshop teaching the art of public speaking and pitching. The money she made was a direct result of using her skill to solve a major problem for her target audience: the use of gift and talent. A gift or talent is a natural ability that comes easily to you. It could be a talent for photography, writing, or playing a musical instrument. Femi had a natural talent for photography. He didn't just take pictures. He captured emotions and stories. He started a business specializing in family portraits and weddings. People were willing to pay him handsomely because he wasn't just a photographer. He was a storyteller who used his gift to preserve their most cherished memories. The use of knowledge. Knowledge is information you have acquired. You can monetize knowledge by teaching, consulting, or writing. Dr. Ngozi, a medical doctor, realized that many people in her community lacked basic health information, leading to preventable illnesses. She started a YouTube channel and a blog, simplifying complex medical knowledge and offering practical health advice. She monetized her knowledge through ad revenue, brand partnerships, and eventually, a line of wellness products. She turned her expertise into a valuable resource that empowered people to take control of their health. To make money, you must become a value provider. Look at your skills, your talents, and your knowledge. Ask yourself, how can I package this into a product or service that solves a problem for someone else? The answer to that question is your roadmap to financial empowerment. Chapter 6. How to manage money. Making money is only half the battle. The other, often more challenging, half is managing it effectively. Without proper management, no amount of income, no matter how large, will lead to financial empowerment. This chapter is about building the discipline and systems that turn your earnings into lasting wealth. Think of it this way: making money is like filling a bucket, but managing it is about plugging the holes and using the water to grow a garden. The foundation, the psychology of management. Before we get into the practical steps, you must first understand the core principle. Money management is not about restriction. It's about control. It's not about what you can't have, but about intentionally directing your money to serve your goals. This mindset shift is critical. You are the master of your money, not its slave. 1. The power of a budget, your financial GPS. A budget is not a straitjacket. It's a financial roadmap. It gives every naira a job. Without a budget, you're driving without a map, and you'll likely end up somewhere you didn't intend to be. Track everything, for at least 1 month. Meticulously track every single naira you spend. This step is a powerful eye-opener. You'll discover where your money is actually going versus where you think it's going. Categorize your spending. Group your expenses into categories like housing, food, transportation, savings, and discretionary spending. Create your budget based on your tracking. Create a plan for how you want your money to be spent in the future. A popular method is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, housing, groceries, transportation, and bills. 30% for wants, entertainment, dining out, shopping, and hobbies. 20% for savings and debt repayment. This is the most crucial part for building wealth. 2. Pay yourself first, the golden rule of wealth. This is the single most important habit to adopt. As soon as you get paid, before you pay any bills or buy anything, immediately transfer a portion of your income into a savings or investment account. This principle ensures that your financial future is prioritized, not an afterthought. Let's talk about the story of 2 friends, Kunle and Emeka. They both earned the same salary. Kunle would get paid and immediately pay his bills, buy new gadgets, and enjoy his social life. Whatever was left at the end of the month, if anything, went into savings. Would get paid, and the very first thing he did was transfer 20% of his income to a separate savings account. Then, with the remaining 80%, he managed his bills and social life. 5 years later, Kunle was still living paycheck to paycheck, while Emeka had a substantial savings and investment portfolio. He wasn't richer. He was just more disciplined. He paid his future self first. 3. Separate your accounts. Create financial buckets. To simplify management and prevent accidental overspending, use separate bank accounts for different purposes. Operating account, your main account for day-to-day expenses and bills. Savings account, a separate account for your emergency fund and short-term goals. Investment account, an account for long-term wealth building, such as stocks, bonds, or real estate investments. This system creates a natural friction that prevents you from dipping into your savings for impulse purchases. When you see your savings growing in a separate account, it gives you a powerful sense of progress and motivation. 4. Understand and eliminate debt. Not all debt is created equal. Good debt, like a mortgage, can help you acquire an asset that appreciates in value. Bad debt, like high-interest credit card debt, pays for depreciating items and can be a massive obstacle to wealth. Create a plan to aggressively pay down bad debt. The interest you save is essentially a guaranteed return on your money. 5. Automate your finances. In today's digital world, there's no excuse not to automate. Set up automatic transfers from your operating account to your savings and investment accounts on your payday. Automate bill payments. This removes the need for willpower and ensures that you consistently follow your plan. By automating your finances, you're essentially putting your money management on autopilot, freeing up your mental energy for more productive tasks. Managing money is a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice and discipline. By budgeting, paying yourself first, separating your accounts, and automating your finances, you're not just managing your money. You are building a system that will inevitably lead you to financial freedom. Which of the options speaks to you? Let me hear you in the comment section. Shalom. Chapter 7. How to multiply money. Making and managing money are the first two pillars of financial empowerment. But to truly achieve financial freedom, you must learn the third and most powerful pillar, multiplying your money. This is where your money stops being a passive tool and starts working for you. It's the difference between earning a salary and building true, lasting wealth. The core principle here is investing. Investing is the act of allocating resources, usually money, with the expectation of generating an income or profit in the future. It's about planting financial seeds today to harvest a forest tomorrow. The power of compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world. Albert Einstein is said to have called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Understanding this concept is the key to multiplying your money. Compound interest is the interest on an initial investment, plus the accumulated interest from previous periods. In simple terms, your money earns money, and then that new money earns even more money. It's an exponential growth engine. Consider the story of twin brothers, Femi and Kahind. At age 25, Femi started investing 10,000 Nigerian nairas every month in a simple index fund. Kahind thought he was too young to worry about investing and would start later. At age 35, Kahind finally started investing the same 10,000 Nigerian nairas every month, assuming a modest 8% annual return. By age 60, Femi would have invested 4.2 million Nigerian nairas, but his portfolio would be worth over 25 million Nigerian nairas. Kahind would have invested 3 million Nigerian nairas, but his portfolio would only be worth a little over 12 million Nigerian nairas. Femi's extra 10 years of compounding made a difference of over 13 million Nigerian nairas, despite investing only 1.2 million Nigerian nairas more. This illustrates the monumental importance of starting early. Strategic avenues for multiplication. Multiplying your money isn't about gambling. It's about making calculated decisions based on your goals and risk tolerance. Here are some of the most strategic avenues to consider. 1. Investing in yourself, the ultimate investment. Before you invest a single naira in the market, the best investment you can make is in yourself. This includes acquiring new skills, taking a course to learn a high-income skill, or expanding your knowledge, reading books, attending workshops, or getting certifications, or improving your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Investing in your well-being directly impacts your ability to earn and think clearly. The return on this investment is immeasurable and will directly influence your capacity to earn and manage money for a lifetime. 2. Stocks and bonds. Stocks. When you buy a stock, you're buying a tiny piece of a company. As the company grows and becomes more profitable, the value of your stock can increase. This is a higher risk, high reward investment. Bonds. When you buy a bond, you are essentially lending money to a government or a corporation. They pay you a fixed interest rate over a set period. Bonds are generally considered lower risk than stocks. For beginners, a good starting point is an index fund or ETF, exchange-traded fund, which holds a basket of many different stocks or bonds. This strategy offers diversification, reducing the risk of a single company's failure. 3. Real estate. Real estate involves buying a property and generating income from it, either through rent or by selling it for a profit. A rental properties. You buy a property and rent it out to tenants, generating a consistent cash flow. A flipping. You buy a property, renovate it, and sell it for a higher price. A REITs. Real estate investment trusts. These allow you to invest in real estate without directly owning a property. You buy shares in a company that owns and operates income-producing real estate. Which of these options do you find interesting? Let me hear you in the comment section. If you would love to have the complete content of book, check the link in the comment section. Shalom.